Welcome back, dear friends and students. Today we will start with a new topic, chapter number 8, Human Health and Disease. So we will discuss chapter number 8, Human Health and Disease. Now we are discussing the units which is related with a human welfare, which is related with a human well-being. Okay, and one of the important parameter in human well-being is a health. So in this chapter, we first have to try to understand what is the meaning of health and what's the meaning of disease. Okay. So what is a health? What is a health? Clear? If you see the health, according to old science, that means according to our old ancient system of an Ayurveda and according to a Greek system of medicine, that means the medicine system which was given by the Hippocrates, what the health means. So it is a state of mind and body. It's a state of mind and body where a balance in certain humors, balance in certain humor. Clear? So this is called as health. It is called as a health. So this is a definition according to a Indian system of Ayurveda and the Greek system. Okay, a Greek system of a medicine which was proposed by the Hippocrates. Okay, Hippocrates is also considered as father of medicine. So what is a health? According to this system, it is a state of a mind and body where there is a balance in certain humor. You know that in our old ancient Ayurvedic system, we believe that there are three main important components. That's Vata, Pitta and the Kapha. The balances of this one that is necessary for maintaining the health. And this is what they try to say is that. But as the science advances and a new discoveries have been done, that a scientist called as William Harry. This is a person who has discovered a specific system. So what system? He has discovered a circulation with a specific experiment on a body. So he has seen that the blood is circulating in our body, and even there is also a discovery of a thermometer. Okay, so this discovery, that means a discovery that the blood is circulating in our body, and a thermometer has been discovered that is responsible for measuring the temperature of our body. There are certain myths which prevail in the ancient system that have been broken. So what is a myth that is according to an ancient system? A person with a black bile is having a high temperature, or means they have a fever, or they have a higher personality or hot personalities. But now with the discovery of thermometer, we are able to measure the temperature of a person with a black bile, and it was found a normal like the other people. So this is a system. But now according to a modern medicine, what is a health? What is a health according to a modern medicine? Okay, so many are saying that what is a health? Health, normally when the health comes in our mind, our belief is that it is absence of disease. Can you consider this as a health? Absence of disease, usually. Like I don't have any kind of a disease, so that's why I am healthy. Is it like so? No. So absence of disease, this is what we are believing, but nowadays this is not considered as a health. Some are believing that health means a physical fitness. Physical fitness. Okay? That means if a person is found physically fit, then that person is considered as a healthy. So these are the few definitions what is prevailing in our society. So what is a health according to them? The health is absence of disease, or it's just a physical fitness. But yes, the proper definition of health is, what's a proper definition of a health is? The health means it is a total well-being in all aspects. That is physical, mental and social aspect. This is considered as health. A well-being, a physical well-being means the person should be physically fit. A mental well-being, that means mentally there should not be any kind of a psychological disorder or the psychiatric disorders or the mental disorders. And the person also should be a socially fit, means the person should interacting with other, or they are residing with each other in a healthy environment. This is called as a social well-being. All these are necessary: physical well-being, mental well-being and the social well-being. Then this is considered as health. It is considered as a health. Only the physical fitness is not considered as health. Okay. So the proper definition of a health is, it is total well-being in all aspects of health. That is physical aspect, mental aspect and social aspect. This is called as health. This is called as health. It is not only absence of disease, it is not just the physical fitness. Okay. So this is about the health. Now question comes to in our mind that why it is necessary to maintain a health or a good health. Okay, why it is necessary to maintain health, or why it should be necessary to healthy. When you are going in a school and the colleges, you have been taught that you should be healthy, there should not be disease, your immune system should be strong enough to protect you against the diseases, etc., etc. You have been taught. Why they emphasize that you should be healthy? So the reason is that when a person is healthy, like suppose if you are healthy, now you can observe, when you are healthy, you can do a more work. Obviously, you can do a more work. Okay, even the work which is done, that is a efficient work. Efficient work means you are utilizing your full energy and full potential to do a work. But when you have a headache, can you do the work with the same potential? No, we cannot do a work with the same potential with a prevalence of a disease. But when a person is healthy, that can do a more work and they can do a efficient work. So obviously the productivity gets increased. Okay, their working capacity and productivity that gets increases. Okay, suppose if I have told you to write down this answer, or if I have told you that appear in examinations, okay, and consider you yourself, okay, you are the person, consider you in a two condition. One is in a condition called as a fever and the other condition in which you are healthy. In which condition you can write paper in a better manner? You are the same person, you have done preparation well, but still one condition in which you have a fever and the another condition in you are healthy. In which condition you can write a good paper? That obviously when you are healthy. When you have fever, there is a kind of a lethargy in your body, and so you are not able to write a paper in a good manner. So the productivity gets decreases if you are not healthy. But if you are healthy, your working efficiency gets increased and your productivity also gets increases. When you are more productive, obviously there is economical prosperity. And ultimately, due to economical prosperity, the prosperity also occurs in a different fields. So ultimately the society becomes or individual becomes a healthy, and ultimately the society becomes a healthy. So this is the reason why you should be a healthy. Okay, so what is the reason you should be healthy? You should be healthy because you can do a more work, you can do efficient work, so your productivity gets increases. If your productivity, then obviously the productivity is linked with the prosperity of self, and ultimately it leads with the prosperity of a society. So that's why the maintenance of health is necessary. It is necessary. Clear, students? So this is the reason why the health is necessary. So I again repeat, what is the health? According to old system of Ayurveda and the Greek system, the health, it is a state of mind and body where a balance between a certain humor occurs. Now the new definition or certain conceptions that occurs in the mind of a people of society, they believe that health, that means just the absence of disease or is just a physical fitness. We consider them as a healthy. But now, actual definition of health is, it is a total well-being in all aspects that are physical, mental and social. This is really considered as healthy. Why the maintenance of health is necessary? Because when a person is healthy, the person can do more work, person can do work with efficiency or higher efficiencies. So obviously they have a higher productivity or more productivity, and when there is a more productivity, there is an increase in a prosperity in all the terms, and obviously that is a reason why we are maintaining our health. Okay. Now the question comes, now we agree that we have to be healthy or we have to maintain our health in a good condition. Okay, but how we can maintain? What are the different ways by which we can maintain? Okay, so up till now we have seen the definition of health and why there is a necessity to maintain a health. Now we will see how we can maintain the health. So what are the different ways or general ways by which we can maintain our health in a good conditions? So, ways to maintain health. What are the different ways to maintain the health? The first way, I will just tell you the basic three things. If you maintain these three things in your life, obviously your health is mostly going to be maintained in a good condition. First, balanced diet. This is the most important thing. Nowadays, in this modern era, we are going towards a junk food and we are eating a non-nutritious food that might not necessary for our body, or they are not providing the necessary nutrients to our body. They are just satisfy our hunger, or they are just filling our stomach. That are not necessary. Okay, what we need a balanced diet, means a diet with all the types of nutrients that is necessary to maintain the health, because the diet contains the nutrients and these nutrients are necessary for maintaining the health. So this is the first way. The second way is by personal hygiene. Maintain the personal hygiene, cleanliness. Okay, you should maintain your body clean so you are stay away from the different kinds of diseases. So this is a personal hygiene as important. And last, it is exercise. This has an important role. The exercise that has an important role, because in this modern era, most of our people has a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, we don't have to do a much kind of a mechanical work. Okay, so that's why the exercise is necessary. So if you want to maintain the health in a good condition, these are the three basic ways by which you can maintain it: by help of balanced diet, by help of maintaining a personal hygiene, and by exercises you can maintain it. Okay, so there are also certain other ways by which you can also maintain your health in a good conditions. So what are the different ways by which, these are the main three focus, but there are also other ways by which you can maintain your health. First thing is, you go for immunization. What is immunization? Immunization means giving a vaccine. Okay, the vaccine has a property that protect your body against the diseases. So you go for immunizations regularly wherever necessary. Okay. Second, you have to do a kind of exercises, the physical exercise, and the another one is a combination of physical and mental exercise, that what we call it as yoga. We are doing the yoga for number of time periods. Okay, it is an ancient practice. It is not a newer practice. No doubt it has been introduced in a new modern way, but the yoga is it's an ancient practice what we were doing from a long time ago. Okay, so this is the yoga you can perform. The food what you are eating, that should be a healthy and nutritious food. It should be healthy and nutritious food. Okay, it should not contain any contaminations. Okay, it should not contain any kind of impurities and the contamination. It should be a clean enough. Okay, second one is, apart from food, the water you are consuming, that should be kept in a natural, non-contaminated manner. Okay, so this is the water. You also have to look after this water. Okay, you can also do by controlling vectors, because these vectors are responsible for spread of disease. Vectors like housefly, okay, or vectors like cockroaches. These are the vectors. The vectors means the organisms. They are responsible for a transmission or spread of disease. Okay, they just help in a transmission. Like you can say a mosquito. Okay, mosquito that spread the malaria or they spread the dengue. Okay, so we control the number of vectors. By controlling the number of vectors, even the spread of disease can be controlled, and ultimately the health can be maintained. So these are some of the ways by which the health can be maintained in a good conditions. But these are the main three ways: by balanced diet, second one is by maintaining a personal hygiene, and the third one is by exercises. Okay, so anyhow, if you maintain it, your health is in a good condition, and these are some passive measures what we can take to maintain our health in a good conditions. Okay, so these are the different ways of maintaining a good condition. So what we have dealt with definition of health, different types of definition of health. Second one is why the maintenance of health is necessary, and third, what are the different ways by which we can maintain our health. Okay, now we go ahead. So we have discussed about the health. Now there is a term called as disease. What do you mean by disease? Okay, disease. You know the meaning of health. Health means a well-being, a total well-being, or you can say a state of body and mind where the balances occurs between a certain human. This is called as health. But the disease is opposite of that. There is no balance in between the body and the mind. It is not a condition or a state where there is a balance between mind and body exists. It is an imbalance exists, because organ or many organs or certain organ systems, they behave in an abnormal functions, or their functions gets deteriorated. Okay, so this is called as a disease. In short, the health is a well-being, a total well-being. So what is a disease? It's opposite. The well-being has been disturbed or it has been damaged, that is considered as a disease. So it is a condition where the body and its organ system working in an abnormal way, or they are not working in a normal behavior, or they do not show a normal behavior. This is called as disease. What's called as disease? This is a word disease that is actually obtained from a French word. It's a days and ease. Days and ease. This is a French word. Ease means comfortness. That means easiness, comfortness, feeling good. This is the ease. Dash means away. When your easiness or comfortness is gone away, then it is called as disease in a simple term. Okay? When your comfortness or easiness gone away, this is called as disease. Okay? Means we are calling that मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, मने सारो नहीं लगता. What this is? Okay? This is considered as a disease where body, organ or organ systems do not behave in a normal way. Clear? So this is called as disease. Clear, students? The disease what we are dealing in this chapter, they are usually categorized into two parts. The diseases are categorized into two parts. First category of diseases are infectious disease, and the second category of a disease is non-infectious disease. Clear? How many types of diseases we have to learn in this chapter? And there are two types of diseases. One is, first category of disease is infectious disease. The second category is non-infectious disease. So what is the difference between them? What is the difference between infectious and non-infectious disease? The infectious disease, they are transmitted from one person to another. This is called as infectious disease, that is transmitted from one person to another person. Like for an example, you can say that typhoid, or currently we are talking about the corona. Okay, it's COVID-19 disease, coronavirus disease. It is transmitted from one person to another person. So it comes under which category? It's called as infectious disease. Okay, and whereas the non-infectious disease, they do not transmit from one person to another. They do not transmit, okay, from one person to another person. Okay, so this is the main difference between infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Infectious disease spread from one person to another person. Non-infectious disease, they do not transmit from one person to another person. Okay, next, the infectious disease. When you are talking about the infectious disease, that is caused by some causative agents like bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa. Many of them, they are causing that. They are the causative agents. They are causing this infectious disease. Okay, so causative agents includes pathogens. Like we'll see what is a pathogens later on. Okay, pathogens means the organism that causes a disease. They are called as pathogens. So pathogens are responsible for such infectious disease. But here there is no role of pathogens. So pathogens are not involved in such kind of a disease. Okay. Now which are the examples of infectious disease? I can give you many examples. Typhoid, pneumonia. I just write two, but I will tell you many. Typhoid, pneumonia, rhinoviruses means common cold, dysentery. Next you can say that it's elephantitis. Next you can say a plague, diphtheria. This is COVID-19 diseases. Many. Okay, even the malaria. Okay, these are the diseases which are called as an infectious disease. They are caused by pathogens. But the diseases which not caused by pathogens, they are called as non-infectious, or they do not transmit from one person to another person. So the examples of non-infectious diseases are cancer. Okay, this is a big example. Cancer is an example of a non-infectious disease. Means when one person has a cancer, that is do not transmit from one person to another person. Does it transmit? No. So it is a category of called as non-infectious disease. So this is a difference between infectious and non-infectious disease. Okay. We have to deal both kind of a diseases, but before we start the individual type of a diseases, okay, we will see what is a pathogens. What is a pathogen? Pathogens, you know that these pathogens, they are the microorganisms or the organisms responsible for causing disease. They are called as pathogens, and they have a role in infectious disease. So what are the pathogens? Pathogens means they are the organisms Most of the times they are the microorganisms, means the small organisms, which are responsible for causing a disease. They are called as pathogens. What they are called? They are called as pathogens. Okay. So who can act as a pathogens? There are lots of organisms which can act as a pathogens, like bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa, helminths. Clear? These are the few examples which can act as a pathogens. Which are there? Bacteria, fungi, viruses, protozoa, helminths. They are considered as pathogens because they are responsible for causing a disease. Which kind of disease the pathogen can cause? The pathogen can cause infectious disease, and they transmit or spread from one person to another person. Okay. Even sometimes the parasite can also consider as a pathogen. Parasites. You know the meaning of parasite. Parasite means it lives on the other, okay, and they consume the other body part or depends on the other for its nutrients requirement. So it depends on a host. Parasite, it depends on the host, the other organism. Okay, so it harm to a host. It causes a harm to a host, and this is a kind of a relationship. What we call it as parasitism. So as the parasite also cause a harm to a host or humans. Okay, because the human is also acting as a host for some microorganism or some organism. Okay, so the parasite can also consider as a pathogens. Okay, how this pathogen causes a disease? You know that pathogens are responsible. These are the pathogens: bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, helminths. They are the pathogens. They are responsible for causing a disease. Which type of a disease? Infectious disease. But now the question comes in our mind: how they cause a disease? Okay, they cause a disease, but how? So these pathogens, whether it's a bacteria, viruses, fungi, or any pathogens, even the parasite, they enter in our body. They enter in our body. Bacteria goes in our body, or this virus goes in our body, like coronavirus, it goes in our body. Okay, once it enters in our body, it multiplies rapidly. There is a kind of a reproduction, and they multiply the numbers. So they fight and with our immune system. Okay, and when a person's immune system is weak, it starts to damage our organ or the multiple organs, or a particular organ system gets affected. And when organ or organ system gets affected, their functions are going to be deteriorated, or it gets damaged. Because when the organ is damaged, the organ does not behave in a normal way, means their functions cannot be performed in a normal way, and thus a person or this pathogens causes disease or infectious disease. Clear? I again repeat how this pathogen causes a disease. These pathogens, bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, or helminths, these are the pathogens. Okay, they enter in our body. There are different routes for entry that we will see in a disease wise. Okay, the different pathogens enters in a different way, but first they enter in our body by different ways. Once it enters in our body, they rapidly multiply, the numbers gets increases. They take out the nutrient from our body, then they rapidly multiply. They fight with our immune system, and if immune system is found to be weak, it starts to damage our organ and organ system. When organ and organ system are affected, their functions cannot be performed in a normal way, and thus we observe a certain kind of signs and symptoms like fever, headache, chills, etc. We observe, okay, or cough. This is considered as disease, and thus it causes infectious disease. Thus it causes the infectious disease. Clear, students? So how the pathogens causes a disease? Okay, these pathogens, they adapt with our body. Like suppose a pathogen that is present in a food, some bacteria which is present in your food. Now consume this food. Okay, so the food enters in your body, goes in your stomach. But you know that in stomach there is an acidic environment, a secretion of hydrochloric acid, too acidic environment. But usually the bacteria cannot survive in this acidic environment. Okay, and they are killed. But these pathogens, they adapt or adjust with a body condition. So such kind of pathogens which are responsible for causing a disease, they adjust or adapt or cope up with a body condition and they have developed a capacity to survive in body conditions, and thus they are responsible for causing a disease. So these are considered as a pathogens. Okay, we have to deal with different types of diseases, but we will deal different types of diseases in the next session. Okay, so students, what we have learned today? We have learned different definitions of health, definition according to a older system or ancient system, definition according prevailing in a society, and the actual definition which is given by WHO. Second, why there is a necessity to maintain a good health, because the health is ultimately linked with a higher productivity and prosperity. Third, how we maintain a health. There are main three ways for maintaining a health, like balanced diet, personal hygiene, and exercises. There are also some passive measures like yoga, and you can say that immunizations or the vaccinations, or eating the good food or fresh foods, maintain the water reservoirs in a clean conditions, or control the vectors. These are some of the passive measures by which we can also maintain the health. We have also seen a definition of a disease, means when the comfortness is gone away. Types of disease, infectious disease and non-infectious disease, a difference between them, and the pathogens, they are responsible for causing a infectious disease. And we have also learned how this pathogen causing the infectious disease. We will learn the different types of infectious and non-infectious diseases in next session. Okay, till then keep learning this. Okay, keep watching. If you have doubt, like and subscribe this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you once again for watching.